G'day and welcome along to another slow and steady video. My name is KT and today is Trucking Tuesday, going back to the 2019 truck driver. We have covered it on the channel and we've done a bit of a deep dive and sort of like a revisit to this game. So we're not going to do too much of the talking about graphics and sound, but actually, well, maybe we will. See, the thing is they're releasing a gold edition on the 27th of June, which is, what's that? I don't know, a few weeks away, 27th of June. Soedesco has officially announced the up-and-coming launch of Truck Driver Gold Edition this year, 2025. It will be available for PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series S and coming out on the 27th of June 2025. This exciting announcement comes with a brand new trailer. I have seen it, offering a first look at this ultimate trucking experience on the next-gen hardware. Truck Driver Gold delivers a more immersive trucking experience and enhanced visuals, optimized performance, and refined gameplay mechanics. Fully harnessing the power of next-gen consoles, the definitive edition also includes all previously released expansions, including Headed North, additional paint jobs, hidden places and damage system DLC, which I think that last one was actually free from what I understand. For fans of the physical copies, the physical edition of Truck Driver Gold Edition is now open for pre-order online. As part of Soedesco's long-term vision for the franchise, the official Truck Driver Discord server has been launched, dedicated to all Truck Driver titles. This space offers players to an opportunity to connect with fellow truckers, share their journeys and provide feedback. So I have seen the trailer and it looks to be, I don't know, it looks to be optimized graphics. So let's really dive into what they're saying that they have brought to the table. So enhanced visuals, I have seen it. It looks like a new tin of paint on it, so we shall see. Optimized performance, so I know the mirrors on this are sort of okay. We're looking around and we're going to drive to our next job anyway. So this truck, I'm quite a bit into this game, to be fair. If we go to my, you can see my completed missions there. And if we go to skills, I've got any, I've been working on it a little bit, right? And passives there as well. So level 5, level 3. It was great in 2019, but we have got a few on the table now, and I won't mention those games, but the bar is being risen all the time with these truck games. And so is Truck Driver Gold going to be worth your money? I don't know, is the honest answer. It depends on what it comes out. Let's start the truck up. See, the thing is there's no handbrake. There's no handbrake. You just push square if you want. You hold square down if you want the handbrake. So let's get going then. Right, let's have a look at our truck model. So it's going to have a new fresh skin of paint, so it's probably going to look quite nice. However, there's no mention of sound. So it might be that actually the sounds are all going to stay the same. So it's going to be interesting seeing what the inside of the cab's like. So check our 6 as we go over that junction there. I don't know, maybe you could argue, well, actually the sounds are not too bad. I don't know, like if it comes out and it's a 40 quid title, I know we do trucking games on. I don't know whether I want to pay 40 quid to just do it all over again. Let me know in the comments if what you think, and whether you'll be picking it up or whether you'll be just continuing on with the games that we have. We've got a new patch coming for On the Road. That's really expansive. You can get out the truck and have a you can walk around, and I think that game is a little hidden gem, really. I got Truck and Logistics, a game where you're loading. So it harks back to that thing of like, how often do you revisit games that are 5 years old? And probably the answer to that is not very often, unless you're an absolute hardcore fan. I did come back to this game just because obviously I've got a channel now and I wanted to revisit all the trucking games again. But I'm really quite worried whether the gold edition is really going to give me anything new. And that's sort of my and a lot of that is going to be based on the price point, you know. So I've got a red light. Let's slow up here. Hold square for handbrake. Yeah, so I don't know. If it's 20 quid, then I think it's probably worth the punt. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting to see. You know, I am keen to get a hold of it and get my teeth into it. But am I keen to go through all the story missions again that I've played? You know, yeah, I don't know. So we're going to take a trip. We're going to go over to oh Jesus Christ! Did you see him pull in front of me? What are you doing? We're going to head over to Sven. As I said, you know, I've done a lot of missions and I put the game down. And so, in essence, the mission that I'm going to do now, I don't think I've done because I probably put, I don't know, I'd have to look at my hours on PlayStation because this is still the PS4, isn't it? So, there's probably about 30 hours in this game, maybe 40. I'm not sure. Speed camera there. One of the good things about this is cruise control. You know, I always think it should be in trucking games. And one of the nice things about this cruise control is you can, let's just slow up for those lights a second. You can literally engage cruise control at any speed. So if we're doing, let's say, 7 miles an hour, you can engage it now and it will do 7. So it will just crawl up to the lights. So I do quite like that because sometimes you have to get to 30, which is probably more like real life. You have to engage. You know, you have to go to. It does. If you slow up on a set of lights and you're holding L2 just to slow up, it does engage reverse gear, which is really quite annoying. Which is probably one of the reasons that I tend to run manual gears. You know, because it sort of just jumps into reverse, and then you've got the reversing sound. These reds are taking a little while, so we're going to go and do this job that I don't think I've ever done. But yeah, and I guess it depends on the price. I mean, well, it's Soedesco, for Christ's sake, probably a 60 quid game. Especially with all the DLC as well, which I never picked up. I never picked up the heading north. Correct me if I'm wrong. Watch out, roadblock ahead. Go slower. Okay. You want some cones around that, if it's health and safety. I never picked up heading north because I'm not sure. Is it added onto the map, or do you have to literally enter a new map and then it's, you know, it's just so it's those type of things that should be connected, you know. Mind you, I suppose, you know, if you want to kind of look at the bigger picture, there's a lot of games out there that do get a reskin or a remaster. So maybe it makes perfect sense. You've got to make you wonder while they, you know, I mean, I don't know why they didn't really look at American truck driver and do anything with that, you know. I've always thought that actually this is the better game out of the two. I've just found that it just looks nicer, it plays nicer, and I had a terrible, the video's up on the channel, I just had a terrible time with the American truck driver. But yeah, so it's just a really short video, so I guess we'll cut now to because I'll just waffle. I will waffle this entire trip, and I'll talk your ear off. And you know, I don't know if you want to hear me waffling. So I think we'll cut now to picking up the load with Sven and see what load we're going to go and get. So we've just pulled off the freeway here, getting on those brakes. And I don't think Sven is too far away, so he's up at Pine Creek, so we'll come around. I think my playthrough that I did, I had no problem with the AI. I always used to like when this launched in 2000 and what was it? Was it 19? I used to like how the sound. I'd love this to kick up some dust, you know. I think that's the other thing about this new gold edition. Like, I wonder if they've really, you know, put a little bit of love into it and, you know, really kind of brought it up to the year 2025. That would be, you know, a real pleasant surprise, wouldn't it? If, you know, there's a bit of dust kicking up on the wheels, maybe, and, um, you know, just little increments of, you know, improvements, or whether they have just, you know, is this going to be a cash grab, you know? So let's get in and see if we can see those. Can we see any vibration in the truck? I'll tell you what I did see actually. So you know we got our driver here. I always do this with truck games, and of course Roadcraft. We've got whatever, you know, his name is. You know, Dead Dave sat in the cab. We do have our. Let's see if I can go around. So it's quite tinted, to be fair, which is fine. It's completely acceptable. You know, if you don't want to sort of, you know, do a face and all the rest of it. But our driver there, a little bit of animation, just left to right, and even that just makes a bit of difference. Like when you're reversing, at least you sort of see a little bit of movement in the cab, you know. And I think she'll reach down for a gear unless it's just me turning. I'm not sure. But yeah, at least there's a little bit of animation in there. But the sound over this gravel, a little bit of movement in the truck there. You know, I'm always appreciative of stuff like that. I tell you what was good, truck and logistics. Really nice movement in the cab and stuff. But here we go. Let's go and grab a job. Let's go and see Sven. Oh, do you know, I was never really a fan of the. We'll give him a 2 as well, as we normally do. We'll put the hazards on because we're in the yard, and let's pull up at the job. But yeah, I mean, it doesn't look too bad, really, from the 2019. Anyway, let's pick up our job. So, saw blades. Working with you has its benefits. Maybe you can help out more. I think we've done about maybe 5 missions for Sven. And of course we go to this, which I was never really a fan of. I suppose it works. Maybe, you know, we all use phones nowadays. Hey, where have you been? Well, it's been a few years, to be honest with you. Glad to see you too, my friend. You know, I didn't mean it like that. I'm happy. Well, you know what? You know, I didn't mean it like that. I'm just happy. Well, you know. Okay, that's kind of random. That's okay, Sven. So what do you have for me today? I've ordered a new sewing machine from overseas. You're finally upgrading. Yep, with trusted drivers like you and the distribution runs smoothly, I can take in more orders. Good for you, and for me. So, pick up the container from the terminal. So, we're back on another drive. Let's back it up there. Got a nice little reversing sound. It does stay engaged even if you let off the throttle. I'm just coasting back. And it does stay engaged. This is one of the paint jobs. I only picked up one. I picked up the France one. I didn't care for the British one. I don't know. But I only bought one of them. But you know, overall, it's sort of it still doesn't look that bad today. You know, the tread on the tyres there. So I can see that they wouldn't have had too much to do. Maybe it's going to be interesting, isn't it? I wonder what the price is going to be. Right. So we're on a bit of rough road. So we'll just 10 miles an hour. Let's go to the front, have a look at the front. You can't zoom out, I'm afraid. Have we got some daylights on? I'll just have a look in a minute. But yeah, this is not the base truck. This is sort of further on. Let's have running daylights on. That's a bit better. purple looks quite nice actually. I'm a sucker for purple. So I'm not too sure how far we've got to go. We'll just get outside and then let's speed up a bit. Should we speed up a little bit? I know it's slow and steady, but you know. Oh, hold on, there's a bit of dust there. What, I've seen a bit of dust there. I know it's not snow runner, you know, styly, but anyway, which way for the sat nav then? Straight over? Let's stay in third person just for a minute. So the indicator's on the D-pad, left on the D-pad. Overall, actually, the sound of the trucks isn't too bad. You know, we've heard a lot worse. Well, you're back with me. Actually, I thought this was quite nice coming just underneath this bridge, the body of water on the right. The satellites, I was enjoying that little drive through there. Have we got more problems with the AI? Okay. Oh, it's just disappeared. Okay. Do you know, I didn't have this many problems when I played it for that. I only played it for like half an hour. I've had more problems with this this playthrough today. I mean, there's the thing, you know, you can't release a gold edition with bugs, not with a 5-year-old game. So I'm hoping that they've play tested it, you know. Okay, over this bridge, we'll hang a right. Quite nice locations, actually, I gotta say. Should we whip outside and have a look? Cycle of cameras. Like I said, those textures, they do need a bit of TLC, don't they, I suppose, you know? But, you know, you have to forgive it because this is a 6-year-old game, you know. AI's going slow again, isn't it? .26. It's good that you got cruise control. You can just sort of like, you know, set a speed and then just sort of sit behind it, you know, for a while. Oh, are you going left? No, it's going to break. What are you doing? So yeah, so let me know in the comments. Are you going to be picking up the gold edition, or are you going to sort of, you know, continue on with? Is he going to go left? What? I don't know what this guy's doing. He's literally braking at every single turning, isn't he? Hear a bit of the mechanical shifting of the gearbox then. It's quite nice to hear. I don't normally play on this, do you? But at least we get to see the environment, you know? There's not too much pop-in. Looks like a recovery truck coming down. There's quite versatility within. I've seen tractors and all kinds of things. you know, we might need some sleep before we pick up this job. Of course, one of the things that does spring to mind, do you remember there's a couple of missions in here that's timed, and you end up racing around the map, and I always thought that was super, yeah, especially me who really loves immersion. I always found that was really annoying, that you had like 4 minutes to get somewhere or something like that, you know? So if we got more problems with the AI here, I think I'm just going to overtake them and see what's going on. So that van's had an accident then, it's all crumpled on the back, set up the side, and it's just causing a bit of tailback. So there is a bed down here, so we can grab some sleep. So it's probably take this left here. Just wait for this car. Of course, you can't turn the camera while in this view. And here we are. Yeah, low stamina, I know. So we'll just park up here. That'll do. Engine off. Oh, so nighttime is upon us. High beam is very high, isn't it? Let's go low. Oh, we're just round the corner, to be fair. So let's indicate out. Wait for these couple of cars to come by. Quickly grab it before that van comes. Thanks, fella. Okay, let's jump back in the cab. Here we go. So the cab's quite dark here, actually. In the dark, of course. And we'll go and pick up his saw. Give way sign. Give him a quick toot as we come in. Standard procedure. Where's the trailer to then? Oh, there it is. Should we try and do what we did on Alaskan road truck? And so it looks like 2 beat up old containers then. So let's say it's coming from shipping. You know, it's been shipped in. You know. Okay, so it is dark, so this makes it a little bit more difficult. But let's give it a go. So right hand down. The hardest thing is not so bad just taking the tractor unit up to the trailer. The hardest thing, of course, is reversing when you have a trailer on, and it all gets a bit squirrely. So yeah, so far so good. Can't be far, can it? Just waiting for that triangle, really. I mean, we must be... There we go. Triangle connect. Perfect. Yeah, a little bit of immersion. We're typing. Got the package. Did I mention that it needs to be adjusted first at a machinery? Nope, you didn't. And where exactly would that be? In Norden. Okay. Okay, on my way. So the machine needs adjusting of sorts. So let's have a look at the map, if I can remember how to do it. No. Here we go. Norden. How far's that? And then, of course, we'll have to go from there. Where's he based? Down here. Okay. Well, let's try it. We are going left. So does it feel like there's weight on the back? More... Not particularly. So we'll give them a number 2 as we leave the gatehouse there. And let's see what we come across on this little journey. We'll take a right here at the giveaway sign. Nice bit of sunset over there on the left. Red truck coming round. We'll just give him a bit of a wide berth. Good to see trucks on the, you know. Oh, thanks, Blue. You know what, in the world, because just makes it feel a bit more alive. To be fair, the versatility of the vehicles is quite good. So 31, we're just a smidge over the speed limit. Cruise control on, really nice, and that sunset over the left is really quite nice. If I can steer and look at the same time, need VR or something, don't you? Yeah, no, it's different to travel at night and just see. Maybe we'll swing around and it will be, you know, front and centre if we're lucky. So I've always found these truck games to be super chill. Like, you know, you don't need time limits. I know we've got tacos and stuff like that, you know, in the world. It's going to back up for those lights slightly. Hold on. Always seem to be on red. So again, square is handbrake. And let's have a look. Night sky. I was just trying to think if it rains in this game. I've forgotten. You know when you play so many? I think it does. I want to say yes. So 50, but I think when it gets a bit windy, if you take the truck up to, I mean this one is quite powerful. If you take the truck above 50, it doesn't handle that well, to be honest. So I tend to keep it under 50 if I can. But no complaints for steering. I'm using a controller and it works completely fine. So it's going to be interesting if they got to do a calibration on this saw. We'd have to drop it off and wait for an hour, or I mean that would be quite cool if there was an internal clock and it was like, yeah, just come and collect it in like 8 hours, and you'd be like, oh, okay, well I'll go and get some fuel and I'll go. Well, we don't get food in this game, but you know that would be quite cool, wouldn't it? If you had to kill time for that rumble strip there. But yeah, overall, I do think the trucking genre as a whole is getting stronger. It'll be interesting to see where we are in another 5 years. Oh, gone up a scale with this truck. I think straight over. Unlock the new engine. Street lights bleeding into the cab there. But yeah, we come back onto the topic, which is the gold edition. What's it going to be like? What's the price going to be? Is it going to be worth picking up? And my answer is I don't know. Is my honest answer. I don't feel like I want to throw £40 down on it, really. Unless it is something quite special and they've done, something quite special with it on the brakes. So it says we are, well, it says we're 248 miles away. I don't think the map's that big, to be honest with you. Oh, we've got to just move over, so we're going to indicate left and change lanes. Okay, it didn't take too long to get here, to be fair. There was a rest stop, but I think we're okay, so it's not... So, okay, so it's right at the give way sign. So just check left. I think we're good. Let's do it. Might need a bit of berth on. I got the single mirror on the left, on the right, sorry. Does make a bit of a difference, just so I can check that curb and, you know, the trailer and stuff. So I don't think we'll toot because it's the middle of the night, but we will put hazards on. Okay, so parking trailer then, where are we? Oh, I see it. Sort of in the backyard, isn't it? I thought we put our hazards on. Oh, we did. Just can't hear them. Is that drivable? Should we just drive over that lot there? That looks like a pickup, but yeah, I'm sure they won't mind. We'll bring it round. Okay, so it's only giving me 20%, so I'm going to have to give it another go. I'm very tempted to stay in the cab and give it a go. No, hold on. Oh, stop. I've been playing Alaskan, and with that, you change gears, and then like R2 is your throttle pedal. So if you're in reverse, it's still R2, but with this, it's L2. So let's try that again. Let's just straighten up a little bit, and we'll just, this way, I think. Yeah. Not too much. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to pull through and then pull in. It's not feeling too bad. Nope. Straighten up a little bit. This way. Here we go. Right. This should be it. $40, $60, $70, $80. Come on, $90. Come on, give me. There we go. $100. Perfect. That wasn't bad, was it? Let's have a look. Yeah, it wasn't too bad. We did it, and we got satisfaction from it, and you know, yeah, it's cool. Oh, turn your engine off. Okay. So, are you sure this is machinery? Well, it's a saw, isn't it? Yeah, what else would it be? Don't know, it just looks different. Anyway. Well, I must admit, it's a couple of containers. Don't know if it just looks different. Anyway, remember that trailer of yours, the one you lost? Sure do. Did you find it? Not entirely sure, but I might have seen it when I drove into town. Really? In Norden? Well, it must have been left there for some reason. Can you bring it home? Oh, so that's how they're going to do it. So we'll leave this one here. Of course. I'll check it out. Yeah, so that one's got to stay there for a certain time. Makes perfect sense. And we've got to go and pick up the the other trailer. But I think for now we're going to leave this one here. So yeah, it's going to be interesting. Overgrass and Sleep as well. It's definitely going to be interesting. You know, obviously we do Trucking Tuesdays, and I'd like to cover it, but at the same time, I don't. I'm not sure I feel comfortable putting, 50 quid down on it. But we'll see. I don't know. Let me know in the comments what you think. I guess we'll just be waiting for for what it's like really when it comes out. But I'll leave it there. Thank you for watching the video. Let's just knock this off. If you want to leave a like on the way out, that would be super cool. If you want to become part of the SAS crew, then hit subscribe, and that will be super, super cool. And yeah, just be part of the community, and that would be cool. And I don't know, I'm waffling now. Just have a good day, take good care of yourself, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.